Hello, Kevin Strange here, working on another video. I have figured out that instead of setting up my camera and doing all that, if I just hold on to my phone, which hopefully won't do the whole Blair Witch thing and get everybody nauseous, I know I can get some of these videos out. Because, this way I just put a white piece of foam core down and I go to town. I want to show a stack of books. I don't know if I'm going to show them all because there they are. Of some stuff that I've been getting the past couple months. Uh, some of it's just little stuff like this, Battlestar Galactica. Used to love the show, love the new show, and I've always wanted to kind of try to find some of the comics. So I stumbled across a new shop next to me that has got a killer 50-cent box, and a lot of these came from this 50-cent box. So here's just some Battlestar Galacticas that I got, and that big mark is not on the book. Just some fun covers. Battlestar Galactica. This video is going to have a whole bunch of everything, and I kind of put some of the stuff in order, but I kind of didn't, because I just wanted to, because some of my collecting has been a little bit just all over the place. Some of it I see something I really dig, other things I'm putting together. I'm actually putting together a little micro collection for a video that I should be ready to do in a couple weeks. It all depends if I can get this next book, and if I do, I've got this really fun little project I've been working on. I want to show you guys. Let's see. Daredevil, the first annual. Amazing Gene Colan work. The cover itself isn't all that hot, but it's it's still a pretty cool book. Boom! Look at that guy. That is the Atom in his own magazine. It is pretty decent shape. You got some serious spine rolling going on. You can see right here. That's a staple. The staples are pulled on one side and not the other. I'd say it's in good condition, maybe VG minus, but still, man, that's an awesome Silver Age book. I can't even believe I found it, especially for what I found it for. I love that guy's face. Here's just something that I've seen in a couple of guys' videos out there, and I saw it again in the 50-cent book, 50-cent bin. It's in fantastic shape, really square corners. The funny thing is, I did not notice this until I got home because I was kind of in a hurry. That was in it. First Shade, The Changing Man by Ditko. Quite different from the shade that we know right now. Here's one that I've been looking to get for my Spidey collection. It's 97, one of the drug issues, one of the ones without the UPC code. It's pretty cool. Fantastic cover. Really, really rich color in this too. I mean, you can see that the color is just really fantastic in there. Another kick I'm on right now is Aquaman. So I've been picking up some of these adventure comics. I've been actually trying to get some of the old, just like regular Silver Age and Modern Age Aquaman itself, but man, they are starting to go really high since he's popular. But I used to have a ton of these adventure comics, and then I kind of weeded them out at one point, and now I'm going back and picking up a few of them. And some of the covers are just really cool. I love this one. There's Aquaman. I think that'd make a good T-shirt. Aquaman on the seahorse, carrying the flag. I don't know if I dig the flag part, but him on a seahorse, I'd get a kick out of that. And this actually was a batch that I got on eBay for all these adventure comics, Aquaman. Like, amazing. I think I got them for, I don't remember, but it was not a lot of money. It was really cheap. It was quite surprising. Great cover with Mira. This was interesting because here's one of the Flash's big baddies here, the Weather Wizard. Cool Starro cover. And this comic, this is why I bought that whole series, that whole sort of series, was in there. And of course, that's the one, a lot of people are showing in some videos. The one where I am totally blanking on his name, and I'm looking right at him. Black Manta, kills Arthur's kid. And it isn't like a teenage sidekick kid. It's like a toddler kid. It's pretty gruesome for comics back then. Even now, I mean, that's pretty harsh. First appearance, Cloak and Dagger. This is again one I had, but I got rid of a lot of my Peter Parkers just because I just had boxes of them. Actually didn't have this one, so it was kind of neat that I was able to pick this up really cheap. I think I can't remember what I paid for it, but it was, in it wasn't cover obviously, but it wasn't 60 cents. The funny thing is when I was buying these, I probably was getting them for 60 cents. But I was way under guide, and it's in really nice shape. Cloak and Dagger. This is a mini-series that I don't know if a lot of people ever saw or read or were into it. I've always been into the horror comics and into, Tales from the Crypt and Unexpected especially. And this was a really cool series with Mr. E that came out right after Books of Magic, in that last video before I showed you. And I was reading in some things where it's in this series that Tim Hunter chooses magic. Actually, this book, number 4. And I kind of think it was really in the end of Books of Magic where he turned a yo-yo into a owl. But I think here he chose it to really cemented it here. And the art's just amazing. This K.W. Jeter, it's really early work of his, and it's just really fun stuff. I mean, look at this cover. I mean, that's cool. This Mr. E is, of course, quite different from the new Mr. E in the DC 52. And I mean, tell me if that doesn't look like Winona Ryder from Beetlejuice. I don't know who it is. You could tell when these came out. But a really fun series. And again, I think I got these for 50 cents each. This was a little bit of a find. I'm helping a buddy of mine out sell a bunch of his old comics, and so I've been buying some of the ones that I want. And I got this. I'm a huge Titans fan. Not so much an X-Men fan, but a huge Titan fan. And he had this, so it was one of the books I picked up from him. And it's in fantastic condition because, he just had his books, bagged and put away for 20, 25 years. And this one actually was signed by Walter Simonson back in 988. I think he picked this up at some convention. I can't remember which one, but pretty cool book. A few other ones I just sort of picked up. I think I've seen these in some videos, and again, I'm on a little bit of a first appearance kick myself, so I got these really inexpensively. I'd say that's fine minus, easy condition, really cool. It looks just so weird to see her with like the skull cap on. I just totally get a kick out of that. And in that collection that I got, that little order I got, it had number 1, a lot better with the hair showing. Number 8, and number 10. So some fun stuff. Then I kind of went back to some of the stuff I've been doing is sort of getting back to the older comics that I used to really like and the characters. And so I've been working on finishing up this series. This is Adam Warlock, and he was always one of my favorites. These are the Jim Starlin issues where he sort of came back and did some work. They brought him back. Actually, I got these kind of out of order, and there's 181. I've got a bunch more that are already in my collection. The really interesting thing about this, if you read the Untold Tale of Marvel Comics, I believe it's called, it's a lot of sort of stuff that's going on behind the scenes at Marvel and whatnot, and I can't remember who this is supposed to be. This is an editor there. I can't remember which one, but it's one that Jim Starlin did not like. So I thought it was really interesting, in reading that and then seeing these again. And he's just a really fun character. It kind of reminds me of almost like a Silver Surfer, this conflicted kind of, really screwed up Hamlet kind of guy. But his first appearance was, of course, in that Fantastic Four as him, and then this was, his first series. I don't have number 1 yet. I've got number 2, which I love that cover. Of course, he's not all caped out and everything, but he's got the soul gem there. 3, and I love this cover because he just looks crazy. And there's like this beaver, cyber tooth sort of crazy creature there. For like a cosmic character, it's amazing. It's funny how he's like fights all these dinosaurs and stuff. And this series it lasted 8 issues, and then if I remember correctly, it ended. And then Starlin came on and came back after a time and did those Strange Tales. Then it came back in issue 9, calling it the Pulse Pounding premiere issue, and this is the first appearance of Warlock, in this guise and sort of this this space messiah. And why some of these I think are getting popular again is they have a lot to do with space and Thanos and Magnus and these characters that we might be seeing in the Guardians of the Galaxy at some point. And it's just a really screwed up sort of psychedelic story. I mean, if you read that Untold Legend or Untold Stories of Marvel or whatever it was called, Untold Stories of Marvel Comics, these guys are definitely, Starlin's definitely channeling his inner, LSD here when he's drawing and coming up with some of these things. But they're just really fun, and the art is amazing. The stories are cool. And in this series, once it starts back up, he's fighting more cosmic and more supernatural type, or not supernatural, but more cosmic type characters. And this is of course the Soul Gem. This is something that, if you read the Illuminati series, which is incredible, we learn a lot more about these gems, and this one is a very powerful one. And of course, we've got Thanos there again. So you've got a lot of stuff with Thanos in this series. It's really, really fun. So that was a bunch of comics. I went through them. I'm pretty impressed. This stack here, that stack there, in about 13 minutes. I'm, like I said, working on another video with a really cool little mini collection I'm putting together. I'm also going to be doing a video on my original art collection and some other books. Plus, there is supposed to be a gigantic garage sale this Saturday in my hometown. That's really like part of an antique fair, and I'm hoping to maybe score something there. So, wish me luck. All right, it's Kevin Strange out. Hope you liked the video. Take it easy.